Here are 13 motorcycle mods that most riders have never heard of, but could change everything about your bike. Now, let's start with something that sounds like it's from the future, but you can actually buy right now. Imagine never digging around for your keys again, especially when you're wearing thick gloves or it's dark out. RFID keyless ignition systems ditch your traditional key switch for a small transponder that stays in your pocket, on your wrist, or even sewn into your jacket. Here's the deal. Wave the RFID fob within a few centimeters of the ignition module and your bike unlocks and fires up instantly. No key needed. The MotoWorks RFID ignition lock swaps right into your standard key switch spot and plugs into your existing wires. It uses very little power and has encryption, so nobody can clone your signal or try to hack their way in. Installing one is pretty straightforward for most bikes. Pull out your stock ignition switch, mount the compact RFID reader where it was, and plug it into the same connector. There's also the MotoGadget Mo.Lock NFC unit that works with your phone, or a special NFC key fob for secure starting without touching anything. The payoff goes way beyond just convenience. Your cockpit looks way cleaner without that chunky ignition switch and keys hanging off of it. The encrypted RFID makes hotwiring your bike basically impossible, which is a serious security upgrade. And you'll never again waste time hunting for keys while wearing gloves or in the dark. These systems run between $150 and $300 depending on the brand and what comes with it. Now here's something that could literally save your life on night rides. Regular headlights only shine straight ahead, leaving you basically blind through curves when the road turns, but your light doesn't. Adaptive lean angle cornering LED headlights actually sense how far you're leaning and automatically fire up extra LEDs on the inside of your turn. This lights up the curve so you can actually see where you're going. The JW Speaker 8790 Adaptive 2 is a plug-and-play 7-inch LED headlight with its own lean sensor built right in. As you tip into a right or left turn, the sensor triggers side LEDs to light up more and more as you lean further, matching exactly how far you've leaned over. Wiring usually just means swapping out your stock headlight and connecting to your existing high and low beam wires. This isn't just some cool gadget. It's a real safety upgrade. Those dark spots and twisty roads are where a lot of crashes happen because riders can't see obstacles, debris, or road surface changes until it's way too late. These adaptive lights get rid of those dark spots and give you way more time to react. Plus, the high-output LEDs are much brighter than old halogen bulbs and most aftermarket replacements. The fully sealed, vibration-resistant housing means they'll keep working for years even on rough roads. You'll pay around $400 to $600 for this tech, but most riders say it's worth every penny just for the safety boost alone. Here's where things really get wild. Most bikes still use basic springs and shocks that can't change their settings once they're bolted on. But what if your suspension could automatically adapt to different road conditions, how you're riding, or even when you've got a passenger? Active suspension conversion kits use electronic actuators and onboard computers to adjust damping and preload in real time, giving you the perfect setup between comfort and handling no matter what you're doing. Thundermax's iRide active suspension system replaces your rear shocks and optionally your front forks with electronically controlled units. Sensors constantly watch your ride height, speed, and how much weight is on the bike. A control unit processes all this info and adjusts the damping rates through solenoid-controlled valves for both compression and rebound on each wheel. Installing it means pulling your old shocks and wiring the control module under your seat, plus mounting a handlebar switch so you can flip between different modes. The difference this makes is incredible. Your bike automatically goes smooth and comfortable over bumps and rough pavement, but instantly firms up when you grab brakes hard or hammer the throttle. It compensates automatically when you've got a passenger or heavy luggage, something that would normally mean manually adjusting your suspension settings. You've got different riding modes as well: sport for aggressive riding, touring for long-distance comfort, and custom settings you can program yourself. The system runs around $2,500 to $2,750 for both front and rear, which sounds steep until you realize this is the same tech that comes on high-end bikes costing $20 grand or more. Tire pressure might sound boring, but it's actually one of the most important things for your safety, handling, and how long your tires last. Most riders only check their pressure when they remember to, which isn't nearly enough. Wireless tire pressure monitoring systems give you live pressure and temperature data for all your tires, with alerts if something goes wrong before it gets dangerous. The Fobo Fobo Bike 2 system uses 4 lightweight sensors that replace your regular valve caps. These sensors send data via Bluetooth to your phone or smartwatch. The app shows live pressure for each tire, sends you audio, vibration, or even text alerts when pressure goes outside your set range, and even logs data so you can spot trends over time. Installing couldn't be easier. You literally just unscrew your old valve caps and screw on the new Fobo sensors. No drilling, no wiring, no tools needed. This gives you early warning if you've got a slow leak or rapid air loss, which helps prevent dangerous blowouts. You can keep your tires at the exact right pressure for the best grip and handling, and you never need to stop on long rides to manually check pressures with a gauge. The safety and convenience benefits are huge for something that only costs $200 to $300, depending on what finish and extras you want. If you ride an adventure bike or a touring bike with a tall windscreen, you know how annoying it is when the wind hits you wrong. Too low and you get beat up by turbulence. Too high and you feel like you're riding in a bubble with no airflow. Electric windshield adjuster kits allow you to raise or lower your screen by several inches at the push of a button while you're riding, so you can dial in wind protection versus airflow for different situations. Several BMW GS owners have successfully added universal electric windshield actuators to their R1250 GS bikes using the stock mounting points. These systems bolt onto your existing mounts and connect to a small switch you mount somewhere on your bars. While the exact kits vary, many riders report good results using electric lift actuators from eBay combined with custom mounting plates they make or have made. Being able to adjust your windscreen on the fly changes everything. You can switch between a low drag sport position when you want to feel the wind and a high protection touring position when you want to stay comfortable on the highway. This cuts down helmet buffeting big time, and it can help clear rain and debris off your helmet visor. DIY kits can be built for under $200 if you're handy with tools, while polished professional kits run anywhere from $300 to $500. Now, here's a simple mod that makes a surprisingly big difference in how your bike feels. Most bikes come with long throttle throws, meaning you have to twist your wrist a long way to go from idle to full throttle. This can feel sloppy and slow down your response time, especially when you're riding aggressively. Swapping in a throttle tube from a Supersport bike gives you a much shorter, more direct throttle response. Yamaha MT-07 riders have figured out that the throttle tube from a Yamaha R6 fits perfectly on the MT-07's throttle housing and works with the existing cables with very little tweaking needed. This simple swap cuts the total twist by about 20 to 30%, making throttle changes much quicker and more precise. Installation is straightforward. Pull off your grip, unbolt the old throttle tube, and bolt in the new one. The benefits hit you immediately. You get much sharper throttle response, which helps you react faster to changing conditions and twisty roads. The power delivery feels more linear and sporty, and this is one of the cheapest mods you can make, with huge improvements in how your bike feels to ride. New OEM throttle tubes from Supersport bikes typically run $40 to $80, plus the cost of new grips if you need to replace those as well. Leaving your bike parked for days or weeks can slowly kill the battery, especially if you have any accessories that draw power even when the bike is off. A motorcycle cover with a built-in solar panel sits over your parked bike and provides just enough trickle charging to keep your bike topped off without needing access to a garage or power outlet. The Hyperion motorcycle cover has a 12-watt flexible solar panel and charge controller built right into the cover itself, with wiring that connects to an SAE connector on your bike. During daylight hours, it harvests enough juice to fight off normal power drains that would otherwise slowly kill your battery. The cover itself is weather resistant and protects your bike's paint and chrome from UV damage, rain, and debris. This is perfect maintenance-free charging that doesn't need an external charger or power outlet. You get protection for your bike's finish and convenience for long-term outdoor parking or storage. These covers run around $100 to $150 for medium bikes, with larger sizes or premium materials going for about $150 to $200. Navigation apps and ride tracking need your phone to stay charged, but running cables to your bars creates clutter and can be a pain to connect and disconnect every time you ride. A weatherproof phone mount with built-in wireless charging lets you drop your phone in place and it starts charging automatically without any cables. Tacforms Adventure Cradle is CNC machined from billet aluminum with a built-in mounting ball and QI wireless charging coil. It comes with a hardwired USB power harness that connects under your fuel tank or through an accessory power port. The mount has vibration dampening features to protect your phone from damage on rough roads. Installing means clamping it to your bar mount, running the power wiring, and you're good to go. You get completely cable-free charging by just dropping any QI-enabled phone into the mount. The CNC construction and vibration isolation mean it's built to last even in harsh conditions. And it works with any wireless charging capable device, not just specific phone models. The mount runs around $100 plus $30 to $50 for the wiring and mounting hardware you need. Strapping and unstrapping saddlebags or panniers with buckles and straps takes way too long, especially if you're commuting or making frequent stops. Quick release luggage attachment systems use mechanical latches or hooks to let you snap bags on and off in just seconds, which is perfect for commuters, cafe racers, or adventure riders who need flexibility. MotoBag's Universal Quick Release Set comes ready to go for most common luggage racks from brands like BMW and Touratech. The kit has flat and offset adapters, stainless steel hooks, and nylon latches that work together seamlessly. Installing means bolting the quick release plates to your existing luggage rack and mounting the matching latches to your bags. No electrical work needed at all. You can attach or remove your bags in under 10 seconds once everything is set up. Many systems have locks to prevent theft when your bags are mounted, and you get the flexibility to swap bags between different bikes or remove them completely when you don't need the extra storage. A universal 2-bag set runs around $250 to $300, which pays for itself pretty quickly in time saved and convenience gained. Basic bike alarms are better than nothing, but modern telematics and security systems provide GPS location tracking, theft alerts, and detailed ride data logging all in one compact device that's way more capable than old-school alarms. The Scorpio Ridecore system combines GPS, cellular connectivity, motion sensors, and a backup battery in a device that's about the size of a GoPro that mounts discreetly under your seat. It connects to your bike's main battery and sends cellular alerts to your phone if the bike gets moved, tipped over, or messed with. Optional tire pressure sensors and performance logging features work through a mobile app, and installing typically means hardwiring to your battery terminals and mounting the unit with the supplied brackets. This gives you serious theft deterrence and recovery capability with real-time location sharing that you can give to the cops if your bike gets stolen. You get maintenance alerts for battery voltage and tire pressure monitoring, plus detailed ride analytics with GPS tracking of distance, speed, and route mapping. The unit runs around $220 plus a monthly data plan of $10 to $15, which is reasonable for the peace of mind and features that you get. For riders with fuel-injected V-twin engines, a standalone Autotune engine management system offers closed-loop fuel control that continuously adjusts your air-fuel ratios in real time. This compensates automatically for changes in altitude, temperature, and bolt-on mods without needing expensive dyno tuning sessions. Thundermax's Autotune ECM completely replaces your stock engine control unit and oxygen sensors. Using wideband oxygen sensors and barometric pressure inputs, it adjusts fueling at every 1.5 degrees of throttle position and every 256 RPM increment to optimize performance and rideability automatically. Installing is plug and play. You swap out the ECM, plug in the new sensors and wiring harness, load a base fuel map by a USB connection, and then just ride while the system learns and optimizes itself. The system is completely self-tuning, so you don't need dyno sessions after installing or when you make mods. You get performance gains with fuel maps that are perfectly tailored to your specific exhaust, air cleaner, and cam combination. And it's future-proof because you can download firmware updates and new base maps for free from the manufacturer. The complete kit with sensors and wiring harness runs around $1,000 to $1,100, which is actually less than most people spend on dyno tuning sessions. Stock rear fender assemblies often look chunky and can start to sag or vibrate over time. A billet CNC machined license plate bracket replaces your factory rear fender, hides all the wiring, cuts weight, and includes a bright LED license plate light for legal compliance and a much cleaner look. MotoCourse's license plate support is precision CNC machined from anodized aluminum and comes in silver, black, or red finishes. It's designed for minimal weight while staying strong and includes a built-in LED license plate with all wiring hidden inside the bracket structure. Installing means removing your OEM rear fender, mounting the new bracket with the supplied hardware, and wiring the LED light to your existing tail light circuit. You get a much cleaner, more professional-looking rear end on your bike. And the weight savings is significant too, typically around 600 grams lighter than the stock plastic fender assembly. And the integrated LED lighting is completely waterproof and provides excellent illumination for your license plate. These brackets run around 250 to 255 euros depending on the finish and shipping, which is reasonable for the quality and visual improvement. Keeping your electronic devices charged is essential for GPS navigation, action cameras, heated gear, and communication systems. A dedicated, weather-sealed USB power port provides reliable 5-volt power without having to rig up temporary solutions or worry about weather protection. The MotoPower MO609 adapter converts your bike's 12 to 24-volt electrical system to 5 volts at 3.1 amps, which is enough to charge most devices quickly. It has a waterproof rubber cover and can be mounted discreetly under your seat or openly on your bars using zip ties or screws. Power comes through an SAE Quick Connect connector, which allows easy removal when you need to service your bike. You always get charging capability for smartphones, GPS units, action cameras, and other USB devices. The waterproof electronics can handle rain and pressure washing without problems. And you have versatile mounting options for either hidden installation under the seat or convenient bar access. The adapter only costs $15 to $30, plus optional SAE connection cables for $5 to $10, making this one of the most cost-effective mods you can make. Pick the modifications and match your riding style, and get ready to have a completely different motorcycle experience.